A resolution to authorize signing the Georgia DOT Local Maintenance and Improvement Grant application for fiscal year 2023. The GDOT would like to assist Henry County typically in the use of resurfacing various county roads and other LMIG permitted activities. GDOT will provide a check in the amount of $2,326,837.87. This grant requires a 30% local match, which equates to $698,051.36. You combine the 30% match to what GDOT provides, it brings it up to $3,024,889.23. Dividing it across 5 districts is basically $605,000 per district.
Commissioner Thomas.
Just for clarification, David, because I can see my phone ringing now saying, "You got money for my district. Fix my road."
And a lot of this is driven by how much available funding there is. $600,000 per district. It sounds like a lot, but when you start resurfacing, it's not really a lot. So there's lots of candidates. The candidates pretty much overwhelm the funding. And we just try to do the best we can with the money we have, trying to pick candidates that will fit within the range of money that you got per district. What we come up with is a project list. It's 4 or 5 pages, but as I go, it'll be in order from districts 1 through 5, so I'm just going to put them down briefly. So you'll see District 1 there and District 2. This sheet is pretty much all of District 3. You'll see in blue basically the subdivision. Some of these we do non-subdivision roads, and in this case we're looking to do Flakes Road, which is actually a shared road with District 2 and District 3. So there's District 4, basically comprised of what we suggested as 2 subdivisions. And this concludes it with District 5. Down at the bottom, that's kind of a summary of the whole thing. It's not district specific, but it just shows you the LMIG grant, the 30% match, what the total is, and then it basically equates to $605,000 per district.
Next item on the agenda is our Human Resources Resolution approving a pension amendment associated by County Commissioners of Georgia, defined plan for Henry County employees adoption agreement.
Good morning, Madam Chair, Mr. Vice Chairman, distinguished board members. I come before you today with an amendment, with a resolution to amend our defined benefit plan as it pertains to our pension. We want to maintain a healthy pension for years to come. We want to make sure that we eliminate all avenues of what we call pension spiking. Pension spiking is simply when an employee or a workforce unit advantageously go after overtime, for lack of a better term, and it's unscheduled. And that unscheduled overtime is applied to their pension. Right now we're at 84% in terms of our funding, but we're still trending in the right direction because GEDCOR would like you to be at least 80%. And we're at 84%, and we want that trajectory to continue to grow.
So if you have someone that is retiring, does this impact their vacation leave that's calculated? Like, so you get so many you get so many vacation hours a year, and after a period of time, I guess you have an accumulation. So,
Thomas, if this resolution is passed, I can say unequivocally that we'll be on a trajectory of a 90% valuation rate.
If I'm going to retire and I can retire and my overtime is counted, employees want to make sure that they're going to have the most fruitful retirement. And so, people aren't going to be happy about it. I would imagine that people are going to reach out and say, I planned on retiring on February 8th and I understood that my overtime could count towards it and I'm not happy about it. But it's a financial decision that we have to make.
If I have my vacation and sick time and all that, which if I have all of this time built up, how would this impact me if I'm, say, a 30-year employee?
My focus is overtime
Okay,
here.
so your focus is on overtime.
My focus is overtime.
So vacation time would not be tied to the pension.
No, ma'am.
Is that correct?
No, ma'am.
And so I guess I'm trying to understand why. I understand the overtime piece, but I'm just trying to understand that if I've been here 30 years and I have vacation time.
And I'll be honest with you, we've been inconsistent in how we pay it out. In some cases, we do one final paycheck, and it includes the annual leave, and in some cases, we may not do a final paycheck. And it's difficult for staff when that employee notifies us, hey, we're retiring, they immediately want that paycheck for their leave time.
So just from what I understand, we're basing the pension upon worked hours. Is that correct? Worked hours is when we
Yes, sir.
vacation hours, organizations I worked at, pension was based upon worked hours.
Yes, sir.
Vacation hours are not worked hours. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
why they were not included in the
Yes,
pension
sir.
calculation. So it was all upon worked hours. Does that make sense? Is that what
Yes,
we're
sir.
talking about? Okay. That's all. Okay.
Okay, all right. Can I call for a motion? Motion to approve. Got a motion.
Second.
Okay, there's no further discussion. All in favor? Okay, motion carries. Okay. I'd like to call for a motion for us to enter into executive session on personnel matters.
Motion to executive session. Second.
Okay, all in favor? Okay, so we're going to reconvene, are we on? We're going to reconvene from okay. We're going to reconvene from executive session. Our executive session also, in addition to personnel matters, also covered some litigation matters. Can I get a motion for us to reconvene from executive session? I'd now like to ask the county attorney to come forward. Do I need to approve the affidavit first, or do I need to do this after? Okay.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Vice Chair, and remaining members of the board. As I advised, when we were in executive session, Commissioner Dee Clemmons of District 2 requested a leave of absence. There is House Bill 369 that has some criteria as to what would be eligible for a leave of absence. Her request does fall within that eligibility, and she is asking for approval by the Board of Commissioners for that leave of absence.
So can you read what that section says in that Senate bill?
Okay. So Senate Bill 639, which actually pertains to attendance of meetings, indicates a board member failing to attend 1/3 of the regular meetings of the board in a 3-month period without being excused by the board, provided, however, that absence due to the following shall automatically be excused: a personal accident, emergency, illness, or injury, or an accident, emergency, illness, or injury of an immediate family member. And as I indicated earlier, the request does fall within that criteria. So,
Okay, then, and so you're asking the board to do what? To make a motion to do what?
I'm asking the board to make a motion to approve the leave of absence requested by Commissioner Dee Clemmons of District 2.
Okay, is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
There is no second, so I believe the motion fails due to a second. Thank you.
You're welcome. Meeting is adjourned.